You might remember the FGM case I reported on from the Old Bailey last year. The case focused on two adults, a man and a woman, both of African heritage, who were accused of genitally mutilating a 3-year-old girl in their care. Now, it was a horrible story, really, really disturbing, and it was significant because it was only the third ever FGM case in the UK to go to trial, despite the fact that FGM has been illegal here for decades. Amazing. And I was at the Old Bailey covering the story, and while I couldn't reveal the names of the people involved because they were protecting the identity of the poor innocent child that was involved with this, I could report on some of the specifics, which were really bizarre. And now even more details have been revealed after the case has continued at the Old Bailey, and it's gotten even weirder, even sicker. So previously I reported that the case involved much more than just FGM. It involved child pornography and animal pornography. Never heard of anything quite like this before, and now we know that the accused even had an interest in witchcraft and had spells and curses aimed at police officers in their home. Now this gets really weird, so listen to what prosecutor Caroline Carberry, QC, said in court. 2 cow tongues were found bound in wire with nails and a small blunt knife also embedded in them. 40 limes were found and other fruit which when opened contained pieces of paper with names on them. The names embedded included both police officers involved in the investigation of the case, the social worker, her own son, and the then Director of Public Prosecutions. These people were to shut up and freeze their mouths. So I guess we're really bringing in the best and brightest into the UK, right? Oh, and remember, by the way, they said that the FGM wasn't really FGM. They said that it was just a household accident. No need to be concerned, officer. It was just an accident. Well, now we know what the accident was. It turns out that the woman claimed the young girl fell on metal which ripped her private parts after she climbed to get a biscuit. They told the police that the young girl wasn't wearing underwear when it happened. So a 3-year-old girl wasn't wearing underwear, climbing cupboards to get a biscuit, fell on a piece of metal. Okay, interesting. But during the operation, to save the young girl's life because she was bleeding profusely, the consultant surgeon said that they found 3 separate sites of injury and no signs of bruising or swelling. So obviously, doesn't look like she fell. So they appear to be lying. The case is ongoing, so I can't cast assertions here or make any claims. But do you think that they're telling the truth when they say that? Do you think they're telling the truth when they say they didn't mutilate a 3-year-old girl because she was actually just climbing for a biscuit and fell on some metal? I mean, it hardly looks good for them, does it, when they found spells in their home which were designed to shut up the police and the doctors? Anyone involved with this, they're casting spells with cow's tongues and limes. I mean, it hardly looks good, does it? The jurors also heard, by the way, that the child, who's now aged 5, told a foster carer that a woman had cut her while she was held down by her parents. Just imagine the horror that this young girl might have gone through. It's really terrifying. And I hope that more people are brought to justice. I hope that more cases, because we know tens of thousands of them have happened in the UK. I hope more of them start going to court, and I hope more people go to prison. There is simply no place in this country for genitally mutilating children. We're not funded by the government, we don't have big sponsors, and we certainly don't have massive donors. If you'd like to help support our work, please go to rebeldonations.com/thebuck.